Why did they do this? They didn't have to do this. Why did they do this? Why? Why, game? Why, Takara Tomy? Why, Duel Masters? Ohayuki, everybody. It is I, your dealer, Yukichi Reikyu, and as you can see, Duel Masters has started a collaboration with everyone's favorite VTuber company, Hololive Production. Why did they do this to me? They knew, right? They had to know that this was going to result in just so much money. They're gonna rake it in hand over fist. God. Hey there, Blue, how are you doing tonight? And you know what the worst part is? They've done 3, count them, 3 Niji Sanji collabs in the past that definitely would have gotten me if I was playing back then. And they know that. Because I'm weak. And they know that this is what I'm after. And so, after throwing Pop Team Epic at me, they said, you know what? We got them. And so they hit me with this. And so, well, let's just, let's move on from the title screen really quickly, because this music is kind of mind-numbing. It's just a loop of that. I've been listening to that loop for like half an hour now. But, as you can see, they got me. Look at it. 20,000 gems. And these things, well, wow, I'm realizing this game kind of takes a while to load. Yeah. But hey, we're not gonna think about that right now, because we're here for the dopamine simulation. Because, you know, that's always what it's about. It's always about just getting that dopamine, you know? That's what all mobile games are for. God, isn't it the truth? And that's why I try to stay away from those. But hey, once it has the card game gameplay attached to it, there's nothing you can do. It's just there. You can't escape from it. You can't run from it. It sinks its teeth into you, and all of a sudden you have all these collab skins and like, I don't know what, well, promotional alternate artwork cards and all sorts of things like that. Hey there, Billy, how are you doing tonight? Why are all the cute streamers streaming at the same time? I'm still not home yet. The curse of Friday night, isn't it? Believe me, I feel the same way, despite, you know, being on right now. There's so many people that I wish I could be watching right now. But, hey, I hope you enjoy your time. As complicated and frustrating it might be. And, Nani? Thank you for the follow, Olga. How are you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself here, because, hoo boy, it's going to be quite a ride. Have a good night, Billy. Wait, you're not home, but you're sleeping. I guess you're in transit somewhere, traveling, doing stuff, but either way, have a good sleep, have a good rest, and hope you're well and energized for whatever you have ahead of you. Run from it, try to escape, deck building funds you all the same. I think you meant to say find there, but I'll take it one way or the other. I enjoy myself in safe for work limits. Oh boy. Shizuka ni shite. we'll talk about that after, maybe. I don't know. Wait, what am I saying? Anyway, card games, right? So I took the, shall we say, care. I love jokes, yup. Hey. I don't know who I'm kidding. I pretend that I'm say-so, but I'm the farthest thing from say-so. But hey, I'm good at pretending, aren't I? But either way, I took care of getting all the gems ahead of time because it would dull the pain if, I already had it ready to go. God, my wallet did not like this, but it was payday today, so, I can afford to splurge a little bit. But for just a very quick rundown of how this all works, and I guess we can take a look at the promos while we're here. Basically, the collaboration comes with, as you can see, alternate artwork versions of cards that are in the game with the collab partners. In this case, we have Pekora, Fubuki, and Polka as the alternate artworks for Wilhelm, Hungry Elegance, and Radio Roses. Each time you purchase the collab, which is 1,500 gems, you get your choice of one of the collab cards, as well as 5 booster packs of the most recent set, in this case DMPP 19. And, this is my first time buying into a collab in this game because I just started playing it a couple of months ago and I skipped on Pop Team Epic. But I have done collab stuff in Shadowverse before, and, some people might tell you that, you get better rates on packs when you indulge in the microtransactions because they want to make sure that the whales keep whaling. I don't think that's true at all in my experience, otherwise I would have a lot more skins to show off in Shadowverse, and I do have a lot of them. I'm non-lewd as a person, but jokes are jokes. I'm not losing consciousness, so I get you. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit of both, but that's a secret. Don't tell anyone about that. But yes, actually, I don't know how this works exactly, so let's buy one. Yes. And does it give me a choice of the card, or does it... Okay, we're just starting off with the packs immediately, so I guess, gotcha time. Lewd but losing... No, not like that. Yeah, so, the way the collabs function in this game is that each set of 5 packs that you buy in the collab gets you 1 copy of the collab card. So, of course, we're going to have to buy 4 to get a playset of a card, and once you buy 4, you also get the ability to trade in skin chips for a skin. And obviously, we're going to go for all 3, so that's why we've thrown so much into this. And now, let's see... Okay, that's a VR. I was going to say, let's see how well the packs treat us and see if the rumors hold true. Not quite, because it's just a VR, but it is still good, and I did want another Onimaru. After I quit Magic, I need to go as far as possible from anything booster-like. Yeah, it's, believe me, I get it. If it wasn't... Well, no. I was going to say if it wasn't in this digital format, I probably wouldn't, or if it didn't have, Hololive attached to it, I wouldn't, but that's not true, because I have an addiction to trading cards, and I own way too many in the real world. Okay. So it's random. Wow, Radio Roses. It's weird that it's random, because then... Well, I guess it's not weird, because it forces you to go in and keep buying into it to get the one that you want, right? If you only want one of the cards, then you have to keep rolling to get your set. Luckily, all 3 of the cards here are cards that I want, though I already have copies of all 3 of these. Everyone loves the booster adrenaline rush. Yep, easy get, easy dopamine. I honestly don't think I feel that. I mean, obviously, yeah, I get, like, the dopamine, but it's not really, a rush, I would say, you know? No, that's not true. It's definitely a rush. Especially considering this set of 5 packs has an SR in it because it had a rainbow sparkle. So, we're definitely going to be feeling some dopamine from this one, because we're getting an SR on top of the we're getting 2 SRs in the same pack. Hoo boy. And a VR? Holy crap, this pack is loaded. Hold on. The wackest deck list featuring 1 collab alt? No, we're gonna have all 4 copies. Trust and believe. So, SR number 1, Light Civilization. Codename Agasa Erkyuru. Is that supposed to be the transliteration for Hercule? Or... Cause it's Heracles, right? But it's not used... Whatever. What does this do? Blocker, triple breaker. When your opponent's creature is put into the battle zone, look at all of your shields and choose a non-evolution demon command and put it in the battle zone. Weird, but I'll take it. Your opponent's spell... when your opponent uses a spell, look at all your shields and play a spell for free. Interesting. And the other SR, so-called Zero Luck Tanuki, you know, I was going to refute the point about this not being lucky, and then we get the secret rare Kaiser Baki. So, well, shit. What can I say now? That's, I guess luck is just on my side today. I guess we're proving the rumors true, right? You buy into the microtransactions, you get better luck. It's just the way of the world. I do wish it was Ajisai, but hey, there's still time to get Ajisai. Does Kaiser Baki give anything? No, because the player skin in this set was Beethoven, right? But, damn. That's, and we're not even through on this particular role. Like, a mode change for Funk Rhapsody, that could be nice for the Orchestra deck. I do want to revisit the Orchestra deck after all of this. We're probably going to end... Holy crap, there's another SR in this role. And a VR. Okay, so, I guess it's true. It just... And it's that's kind of insulting. So I have 2 copies of Wilhelm now, but I'm also going to get 4 copies of Wilhelm free from the collab. I mean, I'll take it, because that's more crafting points. Now watch this one be the Wilhelm, too. Just because. No, it's, Hungry Elegance. God, I love Polka. I love Polka so much. I don't have like a joke for that. I just really like Polka. I really love her cover of Envy Baby. I think her cover of Envy Baby is when I realized that I like that a lot better than I like King. Remember when that was the thing? Just every VTuber did a cover of King? And you know, I'm not saying that King isn't good. I do like King, but okay, game lagged a little bit there. I do like King. I just think that Envy Baby is better. Hell, Queen came out a couple of months ago. I think that's better than King, too. It feels like one of those songs where it's like, it's the first thing from an artist that really blows up, right? But then once they start releasing more and more stuff, it's like, well, they've gotten better at the craft, so they can produce better music, but everyone just remembers that one first hit that they had, right? King never did that much for me, honestly. Yeah, like, it is catchy. I can't deny that. Even now, I still find myself humming King, or, well, it's less humming King as much as it is another SR, by the way. It's less humming King as much as it is just kind of... which one is this? This is Kirimaru, right? And the other one was Onimaru. I've lost track of which is which. But yeah, I think this is sort of a thing that happens to most people of, let's say, our disposition, right? People who are not fluent in Nihongo and listen to Japanese music, is that the part of the song that's in English is the one that stands out to you the most, right? So every now and then I'll just catch myself going Virgin Happy Show, because that's like the one English part of King. And obviously the chorus as well, you know. I'm not going to sing it for you, not now anyway, but I just catch myself doing that a lot. Same with Envy Baby, actually. I catch myself just humming Envy Baby, or singing Envy Baby a lot. Onimaru, Shuramaru, Kinomaru, Prin Maru. I think that last one there might have a bit of a different meaning. Also, again, another SR. I think we've had, after that first roll, we had an SR in every roll so far. And that first roll had 3 of them. Or, no, the second roll had 3 of them. Wait, Fire Civilization. Well, speaking of Onimaru, there's a lot of text on this. Oh wait, no, this is Shuramaru, because this is the twins. Yeah, when you put this into the battle zone, play Gachinko Judge. If you win, choose one of the following abilities. Play a victory card with cost 10 or lower from your hand. Wait, no, 10 or higher from your hand. Wait, that's right? 自分の手札から victory を持つ creature または cost... Oh, it's victory creature or cost 10 or higher creature, and put it in the battle zone. Or search your deck for a victory creature or cost 10 or higher. Right. This can add evolution creatures, but I don't think there's any evolution creatures higher than that. Or that are, you know, that high cost. Well, we're certainly going to have a lot of material and things and whatnot after all of this. Because we're hitting a lot of SRs. Like, there was one... Yeah, there was one in the first roll, wasn't there? Well, there's not going to be one in this one, I can tell you that, because it had the tiny little blue sparkle. I'll take 2 very rares in one pack, though, especially if we're getting more copies of Onimaru, or whichever one this is. I I suppose that one counts as a kanji moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that one on 2 because it's been a lot of that so far. Just a whole lot of floundering about. You know, I can read, but not all of it. But hey, I have an excuse. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I can barely read English. Ooh, animated print. Very nice, very nice. And at this point, we've gotten all the collab cards. We're just kind of grabbing all our extra copies. And we're up to 6 now, so we've got math. 6 more to go. With every set of 5 packs, I can feel my bank account screaming. But what's done is done. And what's fun is fun. Why did I say that? Look, I'm just kind of lost in the sauce right now. But while we're doing all this rolling and whatnot, what have you been up to? I hope you're enjoying your Friday evening, or maybe even Saturday morning, I don't know. Time zones are fake and made up and all that good stuff, but how's it all going? And I also hope that things sound good. Wow. Again with the double VR per pack, and we're getting a lot of copies of this, so we can play the things that we want to play, it seems. But yeah, I always get paranoid about audio, and despite that, I very rarely test it. Like, obviously I do test it to make sure things work, but, you know, I can only really hear so much, you know? And, you know, it's weird. But hopefully I'm doing the legend battles while watching what's done is done. Hey. Yeah, I guess I deserve that, don't I? But yeah, we'll be getting to the legend battles ourselves here once we're done opening all of our packs. But yeah, you know, there's not really much I can do in regards to that, I suppose. But I do hope that the new mic and whatnot is working out, because, you know, I was getting very frustrated with the Yeti, like, even before it started running into actual tech issues, which, you know, that just kind of accelerated the problem. But even before that, I just kind of felt that something was, you know, off, right? That things could be better. And I don't necessarily know if I'd say that they're better now. I mean, objectively, they probably are. You know, aside from the fact that I still have, you know, keyboard noises, mouse noises, police sirens, and all that. You know, despite the fact that all of that still gets picked up by the microphone, I'd say things are a little bit better, you know, than they were before. Especially if we pull a copy of Beethoven. As soon as I saw the colorless icon show up, I got scared that it was going to be the secret rare Beethoven, but it's just the regular, you know, bog standard Beethoven. We blew the secret rare luck on Kaiser Baki, it would seem. But hey, there is still a chance. We could still end up with Ajisai. Because I do really want the Kasumi skin. I mean, we're gonna have gems left over after opening all the collab packs. We could just toss the rest of the gems into DMPP 19 and just spark Ajisai. This will be our last roll, giving us the maximum amount of collab goods. That's both victory rares, so-called unlucky. I mean, it comes in waves, you know? Sometimes you just have a mass amount of good luck flow into you all at once, and that just means that tomorrow, I'm gonna go into work and the whole place is gonna be flooded again, like last time. Because, you know, I did tell this story before, but my, like, first week at my new job is like, okay, cool, like, I just got back home, but, you know, I'm working again, I'll have income flowing in so I could do things, both for, you know, moving forward with what I want to do in life, getting stuff to help improve the streams, like getting the new microphone and whatnot, and first week on the job, oops, the whole store's flooded. Ooh, excuse me. But with all that said, oh, this is asking if I want to change to this character right now. I do not, because I want to change to Omaru Polka. I said I want to change to Omaru Polka. And we get special BGM for the Hololive characters. Which is, well, you heard the preview of it on the title screen. Yup. That infinite loop that we were hearing on the title screen before we got started, that's the BGM for the characters. So we're just gonna have more and more of that. But at least the music in Duel Masters is dynamic, you know? So there is more to hear. Anata no abata o kanji moment again. BGM をスパークルにしますか？プロファイルから BGM はいつでもすることができます。I don't know what that was asking me, but I do want to use the Sparkle BGM. God. They really chose the perfect girls to go with this, you know? Okay, yes, I'll get the sip. How appropriately timed. Yeah, no. Polka's great. Wait, what? Like, didn't I already... I don't know what's going on there, but we maxed out the collab. We got a whole bunch. We actually have more packs to open because we have tickets and we have a lot of gold. We have gems to get one free 10 roll with an SR ticket. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. But on the other hand, I kind of do. Is there anything that gives... Like, what's the... nice. Thank you for that, game. Are there any gem packs that give 500? Of course not, because it's a mobile game. Why would it? So we would end up going over. But, you know, a guaranteed SR... That sounds pretty damn good, but we'll sit on that for a little while. Actually, wait. We'll sit on it for a while because there's... God, I love Polka. I'm just gonna keep saying that I love Polka. I don't know if I've ever expressed this before, or if this is just like hidden. All right, there's mats to buy. Yup, exactly. That's what we're going to do right now. But pickup. Yeah, that's what I figured. Man, they really try to. I'm going to need more gems. Yeah, no, there's no way around it, because these are 800 each, so that's 1632. So I need 1200 more gems. We'll come back to that some other time, maybe. Not today, Duel Masters plays. I was just looking at those, yeah. Wait, what did she say? Did she say Kai Chai Shu? I don't know, but I do like her portrait right there. This is we've got the same eyes. You see that? You see, this is why I like Polka so much. Wait, we even both have purple eyes. I didn't think about that. Huh. I guess, enjoying Polka, showed up a lot more than I thought it would. DMP will note that you aren't a dedicated whale and adjust accordingly. I mean, hey, we got a lot out of that. I wouldn't say that I'm a Polka simp, but at the, let's say, beginning of the journey into the rabbit hole, as it were, well, I guess it wouldn't really be the beginning, because the beginning was at the beginning of the pandemic, or slightly before that. Just like everyone else, right? You saw the one clip of Corone, and it was just all over from there. Or you saw the clip of Pecora doing Pecora things, or you saw the clip of Miko, and it just kind of spiraled from there. But I think the turning point was the debut of Hololive and Gen 5. And, I watched all of the Gen 5 debuts, and I really enjoyed Polka's energy. She has a fantastic voice. I did say earlier that I really love her cover of Envy Baby. Like, I legitimately think that her cover of Envy Baby is better than the original song. I mean, I guess there's maybe a question to be had there of an actual person's voice versus Vocaloid, right? I mean, I like Vocaloid, don't get me wrong, but maybe I just don't like Gumi is the thing. I'm not super huge on Gumi, so maybe that's what it is, but I just really enjoy that. And it also fits really well with her character and design, because she has like the whole jester, like circus character thing going on, and that kind of fits with the whole casino theme of Envy Baby, which the more and more that I talk about this, I realize there's a lot of overlap between me and Polka that was not intentional, especially considering how little I actually watched Polka after her debut, because it was very hard to keep up with Japanese streamers because of the time zone difference. And then once I actually, lived in Japan, at that point I had kind of gotten burnt out on corporate VTubers, so I didn't watch Polka when I was in Japan, or any of the other like Japanese VTubers that I really enjoyed from companies. I did watch a couple of indies, like Ito Life Sensei and Yumemi, but it is difficult to keep up with the time zone difference and whatnot, and all that good stuff. But you know, if I do still have like my favorites here and there, and if they're doing something that I find interesting, then I'll peek in. But otherwise, I don't really follow them too closely. Like, I think I peeked into one of Sensho's streams when she was doing the Sans fight in Undertale. I just genuinely like watching people fight Sans. So like any VTuber who's playing Undertale and fighting Sans, I'll tune in for that. Same thing on like the Niji EN side. I tuned in for Selene when she was doing Mega Man. You know, if I have the time to, like, I'll pop in on Wozami when she's playing Master Duel. Speaking of which, I wonder, because obviously Duel Masters is Japan only, right? So the Niji Sanji and now Hololive collabs have only been with Japanese members of the companies because it's a Japan-only game. But I wonder if they would do collabs that have the EN members of either company, knowing that, you know, there are fans of the EN members in Japan. But that kind of feels like it's... And, like, they did that with WeCross. In WeCross, they made a full Niji Sanji booster recently, and it included Lazulite, Selene, and Rosemi. I think it was all of Obsidia in that? I don't remember if they put Petra in it or not, but I know Lazulite is there, Selene and Rosemi are there. And, you know, they released those, and that's not coming to English anytime soon. Like, it'll come to English, obviously, because it is part of WeCross's, you know, release schedule, because the game is in English now. But, you know, it seems weird to put the EN members in the game when the cards themselves are not actually going to be available in English for a while. But with all that being said, and that's one that goes on the list, now we go into the... Well, do we go into deck building right now? You know, we do still have event things to do, right? Doshio. Feels like a long shot for any of the ENs to be considered before big names or Laplace. I mean, you say that, but... Well, that's the thing, is that some of the ENs are big names, right? Like, every company would want to have Gura on something. Mori is decently big in Japan. I don't really know what the Niji EN girls are like on the Japanese side. I mean, again, WeCross put in Lazulite, Rosemi, and Selene, so I assume that they're decently popular in Japan. Especially considering, like, Selene is really big with the FPS scene and Apex and all that. Okay, before we go into deck building, I guess, let's take stock of the things that we have. Because basically, filter, wait, is PS Psychic? Yes, it is, because this is what I'm looking for. Prize. I forgot about the Pop Team Epic cards. So let's take stock of what we have. We have Hungry Elegance, so we can play something with Hungry Elegance. We have 4 copies of Radio Roses now. We did have copies of Radio Roses before this as well. Actually, we had copies of all of these before this, which means I get free material now, because I can get rid of the non-promo copies, because I'm never going to use the non-promo ones over the Hololive ones. So we can dust some of those for material if we ever need to craft anything. Probably won't do that right now, because I don't think I'm in any explicit need to make more cards, other than actually making the third copy of Orchestra for the Orchestra deck. I'm really thinking that for that deck, I might put in Wilhelm, because the issue that I kept running into with the Orchestra deck was not having enough of the darkness mana, and to some extent not having enough fire mana, because we do need all 5 civilizations, so we do need to have something of a balance between all of the civilizations, and fire and darkness were both presenting an issue, which is why I initially started playing Funk Rhapsody, because Funk Rhapsody was also Fire Dark. I think it's Fire Dark Light. But Wilhelm fills the need for that mana, as well as also being a decent card in its own right. And then Hungry Elegance and Radio Roses both go in the same deck. There was a point in time where I was considering just straight up building a Zenith deck, because, reset the filter please. There was a time where I was considering building just a straight up Zenith deck, because when I did the pulls on the Zenith pack, this is a rare, so, easy 4 copies, but I had the 4 copies of Zenith Scratch Ticket, I pulled a copy of Lionel, I pulled a copy of Wedding, which are, like, the important ones for the Zenith deck. But, I have the 1 copy of Wedding, I have the 1 copy of Lionel, and now we have the 4 copies of Radio Roses to play, which Radio Roses I think is really big for the Zenith deck. Beethoven and Kaiser Baki are also nice to have for the deck, and before we go and make a mistake like we did with Ryusei Hole, we're actually going to go and star that so we don't accidentally dismantle it. And we also have 4 copies of the... I'm just going to call them the Hunters, because I genuinely cannot remember which one is which. They're both Hunters. I'm assuming this one is Onimaru because it's a red command dragon, and Onimaru is red. Yeah, because this one is a humanoid. We got really good pulls out of those packs. Like, I guess I can't really downplay how good those rolls are. Those rolls were really good. So I am thinking maybe we go for a Zenith deck, since we have the Hungry Elegance and the Radio Roses. But, Onimaru and Kirimaru are not really for a straight-up Zenith deck. They're more for the Gachinko Judge deck, which... if we were to go for the Gachinko Judge deck, I think we still need some copies of things that we don't otherwise have. Because, and I hope... that's not the key combination that I was trying to put in, but I guess this will help, sort of. No, not half width. I want full width katakana. Thank you very much, Windows. That's not katakana, that's romaji. Ga Shinko. Let's see here. Yeah, this guy. I need more copies of this for the Gachinko Judge deck, which, it's weird that I have a copy of the mode change, but no copies of the regular artwork, but this is just a rare, so it won't be too big of a deal to get more copies of it. We have 4 copies of Prin now, including 2 premium copies. What was this again? When you win Gachinko Judge, draw a card, and this turn your creatures gain 3,000 power. I think we also get a free copy of this from the Legend Battle. This is a hunter, huh? I didn't know this was a hunter. We also get... Wait, do I really have no copies of Gachinko Roulette? Oh, there it is. We'll get collab copies of this as well. That is Link of the Beyond. It's treated as Gachinko Judge. Or, not Gachinko Judge, Gachinko Roulette. But I really don't know how to build that, you know? I just know that it's sort of a turbo... You turbo into this, and then just start swinging. So that means we have to be playing a decent amount of humanoids. Obviously, we need the 4 copies of this. Ooh, excuse me. And this is... When this attacks... Gachinko Judge 3 times. If you win 3 times, play a cost 12 or lower hunter from your hand. And this is considered summoning it. If you win 2 times, summon a cost 8 or lower. Knowing our luck, we're going to whiff on this all the time. But now that we have all of the colorless hunters, we can do that. Shokan ni yotte battle zone ni data toki aita to 3 kai gachinko judge suru. Jibun ga gachinko judge de kattabi. Miseta kado ga creature nara Yamafura no ichiban shita ni oku kawari ni battle zone ni dashi. I still don't actually know what the pronunciation for spell is in this game, because it's not Maho. I do know that the second kanji is boon. I just don't know what this is, and I forget. I've looked it up, and I just forget every time. So that's another one on the tally for that one. But not in half width, in full width. You play the red human aliens in reversal print. Yeah, like you just play that as like your low level engine. You evolve into GGG, and then it's GG from there. Jibun no creature wa subete speed attacker. Oh. And I also don't know what this kanji is, so that's another one on the tally for there. I do actually look these things up, both for my own personal knowledge, and I have probably mentioned this before, but I do want to make like a whole sort of guide thing to be able to, or for people to attempt to play Japanese card games without really knowing a lot of Japanese. Because I do think if you put enough time into it and just study, terminology and whatnot, you can do it. Like, obviously, it's going to be more difficult than actually knowing, but you don't have to spend 10 months living in Japan to play TCGs. You can just, well, the goal, at least, is for you to just be able to read the guide, or rather watch the guide, because it's probably going to be in video form. Refreshing. Yeah. It's probably going to be in video form, but then for that, obviously, I need to... Whoops, that's the wrong button. I need to, know my terminology. Because, there are things that are game-specific, like the word for spell in Duel Masters is not what's used in every game, you know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Uses Maho. I don't know what it is in Magic, but I'm assuming it's the same thing as in this game because, you know, Wizards of the Coast. Funk Rhapsody is Light Dark Fire. And, you know, other Japanese card games, they tend to use things that aren't Magic. They use things like Event in Weiss Schwartz, there's spells in WeCross, but then WeCross also has arts and pieces and other things like that. That Sai sounded more satisfied than any SIP redeem so far. It's because, let's not go into detail there. I said I was going to craft... There we go. I said I was going to craft a third copy of Orchestra. However, that is basically half of the points that we have. We're still kind of lacking on points, which is an issue. And also, actually, before we do that, because we did a whole bunch of rolls, so we got... we filled out most of this deck. I had the like mono water deck sort of sitting on standby. We didn't pull any SRs for this, but I think that's fine. I kind of prefer to have the Zenith stuff anyway because they're like cool and explosive and whatnot. But you know, it's not going to cost much to finish this deck. That'll be a deck that's good for grinding, I suppose. But let's go for it. Do I want to do the Gachinko Judge deck, or do I want to... Yeah, actually, let's, well, we're here for the collab, right? So let's try and use all the collab cards. Well, maybe not all of them. I don't know if this deck necessarily wants Radio Roses. Wait, no, it wants Radio Roses because we're building for colorless. I don't know if it wants Wilhelm, but it might want Wilhelm. So to start off, the 4 copies of Hungry Elegance, 4 copies of Radio Roses. What do you do again? Zenith Requiem. Attack Chance Zenith. This turn, one of your creatures gets Power Attacker, 50,000, World Breaker, and when this wins a battle, untap this card. We can play this because we're building a Zenith-focused deck. I'm not necessarily sure if I want to play that, at least not yet, I'm not sure. Do I want to play Life Plan Charger? Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You can reveal a creature and put it into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in a random order, then put this into the mana zone. I don't know if we want Life Plan Charger, but reset the filter, show me colorless cards. Do we want Prin? Because we're not playing anything with Gachinko Judge, I don't think. I mean, I guess we can play the Zenith with Gachinko Judge. Obviously, we'll play our 1 copy of Wedding. We have a premium copy of this, too. I didn't even realize that. God damn. Speed Attacker, Triple Breaker. When this is summoned and put into the battle zone, Mushoko dewa nai aite no kono creature yori power ga chisai creature. Destroy all of your opponent's non-colorless creatures with lower power than this card. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Hey there, Auri. How are you doing tonight on this fine It is Friday, right? I lose track of the days sometimes. I don't know if I would say all of that, though. But yeah, how are you doing on this fine, I think it's Friday night. Do we go with the... I mean, we probably go with this, if anything. See, here's the thing. I don't know ratios on any of this. And also, what does this do again? Triple Breaker, Eternal Omega. When this is summoned, play Gachinko Judge equal to the number of your opponent's shields. Afterwards, up to the number of times you won Gachinko Judge from your graveyard, mana zone, or hand, put a non-evolution hunter creature into the battle zone. So we probably do want Kaiser Baki. But then at that point, this also has Gachinko Judge, right? Oh, did I put in Radio Roses? Yes, I put in Radio Roses. All they do is, hey, look, I don't know about all that. Let's see. This turn, your next colorless creature's summon cost is reduced by 5. I don't know how good that is. I probably do want Print in the deck regardless, right? It's a nice shield trigger to have. No, there we go. If I'm playing all these Zeniths, then I should have Zenith Scratch Chance. Put in the 1 copy of Lionel. Zenith Symphony. Attack Chance Unknown. Jibun no tefura kara Unknown Zenith Ichimai o Kosto Kanji Moment. Shokan shite mo yoi, sono tan shiroji toki, sono creature o battle zone kara tefura ni modosu. I don't know if this is good, because, I mean, I guess it has a low cost, right? So it technically allows us to get our Zeniths out early. I don't think we have any other unknowns besides the Zeniths, though, because we're not going to be playing any of the low-cost unknowns. Oh, right, Beethoven. What does Beethoven do? Shokan ni yotte battle zone ni deta toki, jibun no bochi mata wa mana zone kara dragon mata wa mushoku kado something Santai made tefura ni modosu. Jibun no Yamafura no ue kara sanmai o mana zone ni oite mo yoi. Sono go kono creature o tap shite mo yoi. Aita no creature ga kougeki suru bai nara kono creature o kougeki suru. Kuru. Is Kurumeru unknown? I thought she was just Snow Fairy. But also she can't attack, so that wouldn't allow us to trigger attack chance. Jibun no Dragon to Commando wa Subete Eternal Omega o you know, we should just have just constantly running on this one, going up and up and up. It does allow us to get colorless cards, so having the 1 copy of Beethoven probably is fine. So we'll put in Beethoven. Now we need to get Nature Civilization cards in here. So Let's see. We don't play Jasmine in this deck anymore, I don't think. I'm one copy off of a full premium set of Pixie Life. That's a little bit annoying. But we'll get Pixie Life, Fairy Life. Let's see. 11 more cards to fill out the deck. I don't know. I don't actually know what this deck looks like. I've never really paid much attention. Oh, right. Fairy Miracle. We played, or Fairy Crystal. We played this, right? 自分の山札の上から1枚目をマナゾーンに置く。そのカードが無色であれば、自分の山札の上からさらに1枚マナゾーンに置く。Yeah. Unfortunately, we can never get the last copy of that because that was an event card, but Fairy Crystal. There's also the cost reducers are unknown. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that we're probably not playing any of the cost reducers, so we probably aren't going to have that to trigger attack chance. What do we do about shield triggers? Because all we have right now is Prin, right? Which is not very good. I mean, we have Fairy Life, but that's not really a shield trigger. Oh, I guess we can put in Soul Swap, right? Where are you, Soul Swap? There we are, Soul Swap. And... oh, don't I have a copy of a game? There we go. Don't I have a copy of Miss May? I swear I had a copy of Miss May. Or is it listed under 4 cost? Scrolling. Yeah, it's listed under 4 cost, but I do have a copy of May-sama. Which is good because we can play her on 1, which is very nice. Now, here's where we get into important questions. You can fill in the rest with Life Plan, Fairy Shower, Prelude to Horror. Prelude to Horror? From the Zenith lists I've seen. Shit, I don't know how to spell horror in katakana. Is it... hora? Probably want subete. Hora. That is not it. Is it hora? It is not. Well, that's just gonna show me every hyperspatial hole, so I definitely don't want that. Hora. Is it hora? It is not hora. It's a colorless spell. Oh, is that the 3 cost card? No, because this is Pure... wait, what? Purelude? Prelude. So what is it then? Subete. Colorless spell. Oh, right, I forgot about Unmei. But we're not really playing a bunch of dragons, so I don't think Unmei goes in this deck. Which... are you sure it's a colorless spell? Am I just blind? Zenith Symphony. It's not that. We have... oh, I guess we do have shield triggers. We have this, which could sack us into something. We only need 5 more spaces. It's been a while since I played against the Hungry Elegant. Ooh, excuse me. It was the first thing you were looking at? Oh, Prelude, right. So Prelude to Horror. In my experience, I never expect horror to actually be written in Japanese in anything Japanese. I expect it to just be hora, or however it's actually transcribed. I guess we can put that in, but we would still need to fill one more space in the deck. And also, what I was saying before was, it's been a while since I played against the Hungry Elegant Zenith deck, so I don't know if it runs any other creatures besides Hungry Elegance and the Zeniths. Because I don't remember seeing any creatures besides Hungry Elegance and the Zeniths. I don't think this deck runs Baban Banban. It could, I don't know. I don't remember seeing Baban Banban in any of those decks. Also, wait. Oh wait, Hungry Elegance is an unknown, which I guess that makes sense. Didn't think about that. If it's pure green, then no. If it's green-blue, it runs some other things. I don't think I've seen green-blue, but I guess it would make sense, because then you can run Fairy Shower. 自分の山札の上から1枚目をマナゾーンに置く。その後、自分のマナゾーンから無色カード1枚を手札に戻してもよい。So here's the question, or rather the problem. What happens if we get all 4 copies of Hungry Elegance into our mana zone somehow? Do we just die? I think we just die, right? We can probably tweak ratios on some of these things, like I can probably cut a copy of Fairy Crystal, because I do think I want Life Plan Charger in the deck in some capacity. So, because Life Plan Charger definitely helps guarantee that we get Hungry Elegance, because this will add a creature to our hand. So we'll put in Life Plan Charger. So that puts us at 40. And let's see, Fairy Life, Pixie Life, Prelude to Horror, Fairy Crystal, Life Plan Charger, the 4 copies of Prin, Zenith Scratch Chance. I don't think the deck actually plays Zenith Scratch Chance, but if we have it, why not, right? Codename Hungry Elegance, Lionel, Radio Roses, Beethoven, Kirimaru, Wedding. I didn't put in the other big guy. But do I want the other guy? Oh, it's still on the prize card filter. Do I want the other guy? Because what are you again? Triple Breaker, Eternal Omega. Play Gachinko Judge 3 times and use the cards. All of your creatures get Speed Attacker. I think I do want this in the deck. But then, what do I remove from the deck in that case? Like, we don't need 4 copies of Radio Roses, but we have 4 copies of Radio Roses in comparison to everything else. I guess I can do 2 of that. Cut out the 2 Radio Roses. Do we want Beethoven? 自分の墓地またはマナゾンからドラゴンまたは無色カード3 3枚まで手札に戻す。自分の山札の上から3枚をマナゾーンに置いてもよい。その後、このクリーチャーをタップしてもよい。It seems like this is a very toolbox kind of deck. Blue-green Zenith gets Fairy Shower, Kurumeru, and Codename Aegis. Codename Aegis. Fuck, I don't know how to do Aegis in katakana either. Is it Aegis? Yes, codename Aegis. Battle Zone ni data toki, player wa unknown to unnoise igai no creature subete G no Yamafura ni shoot, I just looked up this one in particular this morning, I think. Is this Kuwaete Shuffle? No, that wouldn't make sense, but whatever. Return all creatures that are not unknown or unnoised to the deck. Koshite Yamafura ni eta creature itai ni suki itai kado o hiku. It's... yeah, I have it here. Well, we'll figure that out later. If we want to go into green-blue or just stick to pure green Zenith. But this is kind of looking like the play. Set Polka as the key card, of course, because the deck doesn't work without Hungry Elegance. We got 3 Prelude to Horror. I think we can run with this and see how this works, you know? What do I call this deck? I guess Horo Zenisu. Yeah, we'll go with that. All of that just to be playing against the AI. I mean, hey, I guess if it works, it works. I forgot we have a playmat for Radio Roses. But I'm gonna go for Life Plan Charger. And for card sleeves, Link of the Beyond. And yeah, we'll run with this for right now. All of that just to be playing against the AI. Polka. No, what am I looking for? Extra Legend Battle. There we go. Hello, Peko. Do we read any of this? Probably not, right? If we try, we'll be here like all night. So we'll just, after how long have we been going now? Almost an hour and a half. Now we can finally get to some actual dueling in the Duel Masters, you know? Nani. Yeah. Do some dueling in the Duel Masters. Wait, do we... I thought episode 2 was already unlocked, but it says Atorokuji. Huh. Is that just a... is that a time zone thing? I saw some discussion in, like, the Duel Masters Discord where someone was saying episode 2 was already out, but you need to change your time zone to be Japan time zone for it. I don't know, but no, that's not what I want to do. Let's look at the rewards. Link of the Beyond. Seems like pretty standard stuff. Sleeves for each of the girls. The first one is Fubuki, of course. Supply chips, pack tickets, quick pick tickets. Then the premium copies of the card. More tickets. And... right, because the game is dumb, we can't, you know, check the cards in the prize list for some reason. Yeah, I think some timey-wimey nonsense happens. That's a little bit annoying, but I guess it doesn't really matter all that much to me. One way or the other, I'm going to max it out anyway. Is there even a duel in this one? No, because this is... yeah, that's the story introduction. There we go. Versus Shirakami Fubuki. And let's see how this... I guess playing against the AI would be a good test to see if the deck functions, right? Because if we lose to the AI when it's not on, like, its hardcore mode, then we know something is wrong. So we shouldn't lose to the AI in the first battle, and I guarantee that I have just jinxed things for myself. Guaranteed. Oh hey, we got Sparkle right away. Wait, of course we got Sparkle, because it's the Legend battle. Duh, I'm dumb. Did you guys know that? Wow, the game is not enjoying this at all. But we got Hungry Elegance in hand off the bat. We can just mana charge that. We'll mana charge Soul Swap next turn. And then we're just kind of free to do whatever until we get to the mana that we need. I did say mana charge the Soul Swap, but we'll mana charge Wedding and go for Soul Swap next turn. This card seems familiar, but it shouldn't, because it's... I don't know. Whatever. Just mana charge and play Fairy Crystal. Of course, never lucky. And yes, I will get the sip. Is it just me, or does every Legend battle always start off with the first opponent just playing blockers? Like, it feels like they never have, like, a strategy that will deal damage to you, you know? It feels like it's always just putting out blockers, I guess, to essentially test you, to see if you're capable of, I don't know, getting through the deck or whatever. I'm just gonna keep reading that, you know? But I don't think we really need Beethoven. Hungry Elegance cost reduce, wait. 自分のマナゾーンに unknown が3体以上あれば、このクリーチャーの召喚コストに少なくする。はぁ。Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So I forgot that Hungry Elegance do that. It's the things from Holy Awe, I think. Is that what it is? But I don't think that's what I was thinking of, though. because... But it is, I think. I don't know at this point. But... we can summon another hungry... Huh. So wait. I'm at 9 mana. If I play Prelude to Horror, I go down to 6 mana, but reduce the cost of my next summon by 5. So at 6 mana, I would be able to summon Wedding, Onimaru, Lionel, Beethoven. I feel like I play Beethoven, right? Or... no, I play Radio Roses. So, play Prelude to Horror. Yeah, I can play all of these. I should just play Wedding, right? But... we have to play the collab card. Yes, we will draw 5. This seems right. Well, Gachinko Scratch Chance doesn't, but, you know, everything else. And now we just play this and wipe his field, right? Nice. Everything gets speed attacker, but we can't kill this turn because he has a blocker. And why did I... wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the other cards. Like, if I had Zenith Rhapsody, then we could potentially summon something for free. You're probably thinking of some Sanrio mascot. I don't know if I'd say it's a Sanrio mascot. You know what? Let's just swing. We'll swing at Fubuki. And just double shield trigger. And when this is put in the battle zone, tap one of your opponent's creatures. Amazing. And now we get to hear the song transition into the shield trigger variant. Now this is a song. I don't know what the whole, like, standard version was all about, but this is catchy. I dig this. But now we get to do this. Hungry Elegance lets us summon Wedding from the Mana Zone. Fubuki only has 4 creatures, so they all get put in the Mana Zone by... or in the Shield Zone by Wedding. Then Pixie Life lets us put Beethoven into our hand. Damn, this is really catchy. We swing... wait. I am a genius. I played Wedding and put a shield trigger into his shield zone. Good thing that had no repercussions whatsoever. And then we just... well... wait, what the heck was all that? When this is put in the battle zone, Shieldify 1, Shield Force, this creature gets 5,500 power and double breaker. Huh. バトルゾーンに出たとき、自分のシールドがあるなら、次の Kono... Is that Koka? Sugi no Koka. Oh... Yeah, that is Koka. この効果は自分のシールドゾーンからカードが出たときに we're just hardcore on moments today. Always punished X2. I don't know if I would consider that one a punish. Game? There we go. Actually, hold on. Instead of playing Beethoven, we should play, wait, what? We can only play unknowns from the Monozone, and he is not an unknown. Good to know. Well, whatever. We'll play Lionel. Shield Kita. Ooh, Soul Swap. Let's see, do you have anything in your shield zone that's not a blocker? You do. So... nice. What isn't nice is the game, like, constantly lagging. We might have to reset the game at some point, because it might be doing, you know, the memory leak thing, because that's a thing that happens sometimes with these online games. They just start memory leaking. But, this isn't so bad. It flows pretty well, but I don't know how it would actually do in a competitive sense. I mean, it was good during the last, you know, format, but, you know, after all the new stuff came out, it kind of got power crept. I suppose we'll count that as a trigger. The trigger did save Fubuki, so we'll count that. Only the first one, though, because that was when the card was unknown. The second one was all just me being dumb. And, you know, I didn't have to attack after playing Wedding. I could have passed turn and then broke those shields with Wedding next turn, since she has Shield Burn. But hey, what can you do? Well, we can do a lot. We can play the game properly, but, you know. Let's see. What is Fubuki playing this time around? And we probably just Mana Charge Zenith Scratch Ticket. It's probably never actually going to see any use. I also should I should also probably mess with the in-game audio settings a little bit more. No, that's fine. I want to keep the mana. Because I do think the music is a little bit louder than the sound effects and voices. It's an okay deck as long as you don't run into Java Jack. That makes sense. I have Hungry Elegance in hand already, so I will add you. And then Life Plan Charger charges itself. That's why its name is what it is. How many unknowns do I have? None. So geez, maybe I should keep the Zenith Scratch tickets, because I am, like, not getting anything going here. Speaking of Java Jack, also that's a bit more in tune with our luck, right? You know, we spent all that luck on the actual rolls, but then when it comes to battle, we run into situations like this where all 3 of our Zenith scratch tickets are not in our mana zone, or are not in our shield zone, rather. But whatever. We play Hungry Elegance and pass the turn. And we get mana every time Fubuki draws, which is very good against, you know, a water civilization deck. I can see how Java Jack is a problem, however, because this is a very slow deck, and Java Jack is very, very not that. Is this the danger music? Well, hell yeah it is, with our 0 shields. What do I do about that? Can I do anything about that? Because it's Java Jack. So if I wipe Fubuki's board, she can just evolve again next turn and still kill me. No, you don't go Beethoven there because it only forces them to attack if they're attacking a creature. I don't think it stops you from attacking the player. Or if it does, I, as usual, don't know, you know, card interactions. But who's a what's it? I think we just go Wedding here. I said I think we just go Wedding here. We may need to reset the game. It's struggling. He'd need to have Surfer? I guess. We'll add you to the hand so we can play some Gachinko on the next turn. Play some more Pixie Life. I don't think I need to take anything else. Okay, so 1 blocker and 9 shields. How does this end? Prin. This song is like kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Play 3 Gachinko Judges. Yeah. Okay, definitely need to reset the game and hope that it runs better. Radio Roses. There's no way that we won on that. That's insane. There's no way we won on that twice in a row. That's incredibly insane. But hey, I'll take it. We can still play a card? Oh, because we got double Prelude to Horror, we just have 0 cost Beethoven. And we can even add the Preludes to Horror to our hand. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into the mana zone. Yes. このカードをタップしますか? Yes. Goddamn. This is some crazy nonsense. And okay, if we play Prelude to Horror, we go down to 5 mana, but reduce our next summoning cost by 5, which would allow us to play another Radio Roses or Lionel. So we play Prelude to Horror and summon Lionel. This is kind of dumb. Ooh. Oh, but we don't have space to actually play Prin. That's a little bit annoying, but hey. And everything has speed attacker because of the Oni boy. Obviously, he's going to block Wedding. Makes sense. But I have 4 other triple breakers. Damn. We are never going to get something like this in an actual game, of course, but it's cool. Also, attacking with Lionel, that's not what you want to do in an actual game, but well, we were winning that turn anyway, but still, probably want to keep Lionel as like the last resort attack, like if they somehow have some shield trigger to deny the rest of your attacks. Still, breaking 9 shields and declaring the final attack in a single turn, that's insane. I'm going to enjoy this quite a bit, I think. And sometime after this, we'll figure out a deck for Wilhelm to give Pekora a place, because we need to get some Peko going. And it's been a while since I've heard the signature laugh, you know? It's just not, can we really call it a Hololive collab if we don't hear the classic Pekora laugh at some point in time? Wow, we're getting really lucky on those Hungry Elegance draws, by the way. I think I want to keep Prelude to Horror. Because Prelude to Horror is kind of coming in clutch a lot. And here's to hoping that, you know, we get another Hungry Elegance at some point. Wait, what is, I already forgot. Gachinko Roulette, right. It's Gachinko Roulette. I was like, I already forgot what Link of the Beyond is. It's Gachinko Roulette. It would have been really nice to have the Fairy Crystal. I wonder if it's better to run Fairy Crystal or if it's better to run Link of the Beyond. What are the odds of that? You know what? We'll gamble. I think this is fine. No, we'll add Radio Roses to hand. We'll just monocharge something next turn and then gamble on the Zenith Scratch. This is unreal. And also, it would have been really nice to have the Hungry Elegance in our hand. There's no way. There's no way that we really lost all of those Gachinko judge rolls. They just... Really? And again, well, at least we have the Hungry Elegance in hand now. But, again, revealing Hungry Elegance off the top. Okay, good. We actually won it that time. And now, we actually get to play Codename Hungry Elegance. And then we just have Radio Roses online next turn. Right? Game? So she milled 5 cards and then shuffled her entire grave back into the deck because of Forever Princess. Sure. And she had 2 copies of herself in hand. I do like this. I like the way this flows. It feels good. I don't know if it is good, and, you know, we've said that a few times now. But it definitely feels good. What? What just happened there? 自分の山札の上からクリーチャーが出るまでカードを墓地に置く。そのクリーチャーよりパワーの小さいクリーチャーをすべて破壊する。That's kind of lame. What am I playing here? I think I go for this time. And let's see. Radio Roses, nice. And Prelude to Horror. And Onimaru. And that's all we got. And then we start swinging. If nothing else, this is very good for grinding these events. It may not be good competitively, but for grinding an event like this, you know, it comes online relatively quickly. It's pretty consistent. It's technically a monocolor deck, so you don't really have to worry too much about mana management because, you know, the Ryusei deck and whatnot that we've been playing in the past requires a lot of color management, making sure that we hit things on specific turns to get things rolling. We don't really have to do any of that here. Very efficient. And now we're 200 points short of the conclusion of day 1. And like I said, I'm not going to bother with, you know, changing the time zone and whatnot to unlock episode 2 right away, because I'm going to be playing through more of the event later anyway. I'm going to grind all the way to get the promos, so it's not as if I'm going to not be doing it. So after this, we can hop into ranked and see how we fare against all the other Hololive players who no doubt exist according to, you know, reports, and see what the ladder has turned into now that people have access to things like this, because it's no doubt just an entire realm of chaos. Ooh, looks like Fubuki is she's playing a tricolor deck? Huh. I do hope that we get a different nature card in time to play this life plan charger. Zenith Scratch Ticket. I'm actually going to mana charge Radio Roses. That's 2 unknown. And yes, I'll get your sip. But please give me... Nope, no Nature Civilization card. Okay. So, we'll mana charge Hungry Elegance and play Life Plan Charger. And it worked out. And we have Hungry Elegance on curve, too. Because we got the triple unknown in Monozone. Not bad, not bad. Of course, once again, drawing into all of our shield triggers. Maybe we should add that one to the tally. Is drawing all of the shield triggers instead of having them in our shield zone. Oh, that's not good. I didn't realize that she ramped that quickly. But now we ramped super quickly. And now we can just summon a Zenith from our Monozone. Which, of course, will summon our own Radio Roses. And hit her with the Revenge. And discarding Forever Princess, so everything goes back into her deck. Not bad. Then we can play a Fairy Crystal for some more ramp, even though we don't really need it. And next turn seems like is that was not words. What are Polka's taunts? We will check that in a second. Wow, she is discarding that Forever Princess, like, a lot. Yeah, okay. We will check that whenever we have the time, Fubuki. No Zenith chance. Okay, Polka taunt number 1. And Polka taunt number 2. I realize that I don't really use emotes that much in this game. I mean, I don't use them too much in Shadowverse either, but I don't know. This is kind of a problem though. I don't have Hungry Elegance anymore. I guess we'll just play Beethoven, and we'll return these to our hand. I will not put the top 3 cards of my deck into my Monozone, but I will tap Beethoven. And then we just start, well, we don't start swinging. We hold off on that. And then we'll get to confirm here how Beethoven works. Actually, that doesn't confirm anything, now that I realize. Because all that does is... Also, we have 6 cards in our deck. No. Plate. We have too many cards in our hand. I suppose that didn't actually confirm anything, because Radio Roses had higher attack. Ooh, Soul Swap. Eternal Omega. And just put out another one. Hungry Elegance. Coming in. And of course that doesn't count as a summon, so we don't get the Gachinko Judge again, but we can start swinging, and we'll see if we get hit with a trigger. We do, and it's Aqua Surfer. and that denied us our victory that turn. Of course. So, opponent saved by trigger. Hey there, Io Murasaki. How are you doing on this fine night? Welcome, welcome. What am I doing here? Bochi ni oku kado o ichimai erande kudasai. Erabanakatta wa aite ga kosto o harawarezu ni. So am I choosing... Oh, right, it's this card. I forgot about that. So I'm choosing one of these for Fubuki to use for free. So you can have Fairy Life, I guess. Wait, what? Is it the one that I don't choose? Wow, I had too many cards in my hand. Which is not how Duel Masters actually works, but hey. Which one of you is a speed attacker? Subete speed attacker. Okay. Well, doesn't... Yeah, this also has speed attacker. And... I have 3 cards left in deck, so... Wait. Do you understand Japanese? Great. Skoshi wakaru. Skoshi. Let's not play that, because I only have 3 cards in my deck, which means if I played that, I would deck myself out and lose. Attack with Hungry Elegance. Shield trigger? No shield trigger. And... victory! And then we can end off episode 1 of the Legend Battle. Do we get a boss fight after the... Oh yeah, we do, that's right. Because we have Fubuki's Legend skill, where she runs into her non-shiny Magikarps. Yuki's guessing all the Japanese... Not all of the Japanese. I do still not remember what this kanji is. So I guess that counts. But I do know that it's either turn. Hajimete Shirakami Fubuki ga... thank you for the follow, Io Murasaki-san. Arigatou gozaimashita. Nani... What was I saying? Oh, right. Hello? Why... Okay, thanks for that, Windows. I tried to click on the window, and it tried to open a second window of the game. I don't know how much of that came up on the stream. But yeah, it opened a second window, and then I got a whole bunch of fatal errors. Luckily it didn't close the window that we already have active. But what's it? Legend skill, Akaina. The first time Shirakami Fubuki plays a spell from outside of the game, play a random fish and it becomes Fire Civilization. I love that. Kon Kon Kitsune. The first time the player summons a creature from outside the game, summon a random non-evolution creature with Kon in its name. I don't have enough tickets to do this, which means I have to go back to the title screen and collect my missions. So I guess we'll take a brief intermission and claim our daily missions. You know, you say mission, ow. Let's try that one again. You say the word mission so many times, it starts to not sound like a real word. And sure, we can claim our event rewards as well. Now we go back into the legend battle and actually play the legend battle. Polka. Anyway. Well, we're probably not going to see the skill on our side too often because we barely summon creatures. Is that a Gundam made of Legos? That is cool as shit. But anyway. The game has frozen. There we go. You know, we said a million times that we were gonna reset to, you know, stop the game from lagging, and we never did that. Wait, she has a hyperspatial zone in this game. Do I need to be concerned about any of this? I don't think so. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then all of that just to monocharge Soul Swap and end our turn. We have a lot of ramp, though. That's pretty nice. We're gonna be... Wow, we have just all of the ramp right now. All three... Well, we run 4 copies of Fairy Life, but... Don't call every giant robot a Gundam. I'm going to do it, and you can't stop me. Charge the Zenith Scratch ticket. Play Fairy Life. Play Fairy Life. Play Pixie Life. Damn, this is kind of crazy. Radio Rose's Wedding. However, we somehow still don't have enough for Hungry Elegance to have its cost reduced. But we get to play Hungry Elegance next turn one way or the other. Because we just monocharge whatever we draw. Time to call every card game a Magic clone. I mean... To some extent, they are. Also, that's the fish. It is indeed a fish. Survivor cannot be blocked. What is Survivor again? 自分のサバイバーすべてに次の効果を与える. I like how it tells me the description for Survivor, but not the condition for when Survivor becomes active. But I'm pretty sure it's just all survivors, right? Something like that. Oh, hey. We got a blocker out of that. Because this has a cone in its name. I like the legend battles. I wish we had more stuff like this. But I suppose that's a dangerous slope. Oh, are you kidding me? And then we draw another Hungry Elegance anyway. I suppose that's sort of a slippery slope, right? Because you want more stuff like the legend battle skills and whatnot, but that's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But, you know, if not for the awful balance of the game, I would say Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is a neat idea, at least. Now we just start summoning things, I guess. We can play Fairy Miracle. That puts us down to 9 mana, then we ramp to 10, potentially 11. So no reason not to just play it. Yup. So we basically only paid 1 mana, and from there, we can just start summoning our Zeniths. Ooh, nice. Discarded a bunch of Zeniths from Fubuki's hand. Get another Kon. What is this? This is just a vanilla double breaker from the basic card set. Interesting. Tap skill. 相手のパワー -3000 以下のクリーチャーをすべて破壊する。その後、相手はの手札にあるパワー3000 Yeah, that's right. 3000 以下のクリーチャーすべて I don't think I've ever seen that kanji before. Like, the others I've at least seen, whether it be in this game or somewhere else, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Also, I suppose we can never get mono screwed if we're playing a monocolored deck. But we'll play Wilhelm, you know, eventually. We don't attack here. We wait till next turn. Also, I'm surprised that I never, like, put the pieces together. I mean, I'm sure I have put the pieces together because I've definitely complained about it, but come on. But Radio Roses with Wedding as the follow-up on the next turn is kind of insane when you think about it. Like, you just delete their hand, and then with nothing in their hand to use as a substitute, they just kind of have their field ripped apart by Wedding, which is what we're going to do right here. Right? Yes. Because she has 5 creatures on board. She has to put 4 of them into shield. Like, how is that fair? It just isn't, is the answer. Like, and it does make me curious what it was like playing this game in paper, you know? Because surely it wasn't as bad in paper. Or at least I would hope it wasn't, because this just seems like suffering. To have your hand deleted by Radio Roses and then just Wedding as the follow-up on the next turn to delete your field, and then having to top deck every turn, slowly trying to work your way out of this situation while Wedding basically keeps chipping you down. Excuse me. Because I'm going to play Radio Roses, but make sure not to draw. No, because that will kill me. Did that just try to summon a psychic creature? I didn't think that it could do that. Like, I know it says summon a card from outside of the game, but I didn't think outside of the game included psychic creatures. 5 shields, and I have more than enough. So we'll swing with Radio Roses here. None of these have shield trigger. Swing with the free Kon that we got. and attack into a spark. Just that's appropriate. That seems right. That seems right. We had the killing blow, but we got hit with a spark. At least there's really nothing that she can do about this. But hey, it's only episode 1. I'm sure the other legend battles will be a lot more difficult. Surely. Huh. Does that stay in the hyperspatial zone now? Wait. Yeah, does that just stay in the hyperspatial zone now? Bochi ni oku shield o hitotsu erande kudasai. Nani? バトルゾーンに出たとき、自分のシールド一つを墓地に置いてもよい。そうした場合、相手はクリーチャー3体を破壊する。2体。Did I know that this was in my shield? Or... Wait, how did that get in? Oh, right, because of the thing that Fubuki played. Sure. Let's just end this game. And get the stretch going. I should probably be stretching more in general. I do spend a lot of time on my feet at work, after all. And then, you know, the daily commute. Holy crap. That's a lot of rewards all at once. We hit all the bonuses? Wait, what were the bonuses for this even? Fubuki no fish santai ijo hakai shite katsu. Creature o gotai ijo shokan shite katsu. Gotan I... Don't know this one. Ni katsu. Huh. I think that's the first time that I've ever completed all 3 bonus missions on the Legend Battle. And all on the first try without even knowing what they were. I mean, one of them is always win within 10 turns. But it's the first time I think I've had that happen. Damn. So we got 1,000 points for the clear and 2,400 for the bonus missions. We're on track to just complete. Yeah, we only have 300 points left on episode 1. We're on a pretty good track to just complete all of this on the first without much difficulty or grinding. You know, if we can keep it up, that is. Event missions, claim the title, and then grab our rewards, all our copies of Link of the Beyond. And now, with all that done, Legend Battle is going to be waiting for tomorrow for us. And before we actually wrap things up here, let's try out the Zenith deck in Ranked. We did end up ranking down to Silver because end of the season. I ended the season in Gold because I really did not play much in the last cup. Huh. Why are Polka's eyes shining? I can't tell if that's like a transparency issue with the card artwork or if that's normal. I don't know. Kokujo. This guy's on a 3-game win streak, and, you know, we always love to just stop people from their win streaks, you know? Still haven't reset the game, by the way. I feel this happens every Duema stream, is we say that we're going to reset the game because it's lagging a bit, and maybe we need to fix, like, a memory leak, and then we just never do it. But, and, like, by the time I actually sit down and say, okay, yeah, we'll do it this time, that's usually when the stream is ending, and I'm going to be closing the game regardless, because I'm going to stop playing for the night. Gachinko roulette. Really? How is it? I needed that in my hand, too, because I needed nature to be able to play my pixie life. And as always, I do have the 3 unknowns to play Hungry Elegance early. And speaking of Hungry Elegance, I'm just not charging them for some reason. I need to keep that in mind. Mana charge your unknowns so you can play Hungry Elegance early. Gotta remember that. It would be nice to actually get nature, however, because we have not gotten nature, like, at all. Also, okay, good. That could have been very bad for us. Still no nature civilization cards. That's fun. Are we gonna lose this one just to the draws that we're getting? Damn. And again, well, there goes one. Are we gonna reveal a nature card off of every Gachinko judge? No, because we might just die to Onimaru here. And there it is. Extra turn. Fantastic. Gachinko scratch ticket. Soul swap. Well, I found where all my nature civilization cards were. This is not going to happen. Ryusei? Well, I found where all of my nature civilization cards were. I can't believe that really just happened. I love Polka's pout, though. That's very nice. But are you kidding me with that? We just drew literally no nature cards at all, and we revealed nature cards off of all of our Gachinko judges. They were all in our shields. Like, come on. Like, that didn't even tell me if the deck itself is bad. That just was me getting reamed by RNG. Like, at least if you're gonna, like, come on. Whatever. We'll get another game with it, and we'll see how this goes. I kind of am starting to realize that it's a bit annoying streaming from bed, because, you know, scuff stream setup and everything, because after going for a certain amount of time, I start to feel that I want to, like, shift position and lay down, but, you know, obviously I can't really do that because then I wouldn't get picked up by the microphone, and I don't want to mess with the positioning of the microphone. I don't even know if I could realistically angle the microphone in a way that would make that comfortable or viable to begin with. Leave that be. Although, if I could, that would be pretty neat. Ooh, Niji Sanji Fairy Life. Are we playing a... No, it's not a mirror, because the mirror would not be playing that. Mana charge that and play Fairy Crystal. Nice double ramp. And then we can also play Pixie Life. And I'll take the scratch ticket. Next turn we play... We either play Life Plan Charger or we just gamble on Zenith scratch ticket next turn. He's playing Life Plan Charger. I don't know what this deck is, but it's definitely not a mirror match, so there's that. Mana charge Prin Prin. You know what? Let's be smart about this. We'll play our own Life Plan Charger. Yeah, because then we get Hungry Elegance. That gives us the 8 mana that we need. Even though we don't have the cost reduction, we can still play Codename Hungry Elegance next turn. I don't know what this guy's going for. Double Breaker. Jibun no tefara ni kawaeru costo 7 以上の creature であれシールドカードすべてにシールドトリガーを与える Wait, that's 与える I don't know what this is. 攻撃するとき自分のシールド一つを見るそのシールド自分の手札にもう良い No, that one's 加える This is 加える This is 与えるそのシールドトリガー使っても良いThere's a whole lot to unpack there, so we're just gonna destroy it. Because this is also... Well, can you really call it an aggro deck? Also, I'm gonna attack here so we can get rid of that. I guess you can't really call it an aggro deck if, like, its key card comes down at 6 mana, right? Also, I guess breaking those shields doesn't really do a whole lot. Well, it does if he mana charges a multicolor card, because it means he can't play the Shield Fortress and the card again. If he charged a monocolored card, then he'd be in a good spot. Maybe. I don't know what his hand looks like. And he... Yeah, he's gonna go Fairy Life here. And I think we just win from here. Or at least that's the idea. Mana Charge. Codename Hungry Elegance. I could have played Life Plan Charger first. Also, wait, what? Right, Hungry Elegance isn't a hunter, it's an unknown. So it doesn't gain speed attacker. I keep forgetting. It's not an unknown. What is that? A giant and unknown. It is a giant unknown. I swear, if we lose to Onimaru, I'm going to flip. Oh my god. Well, hold on. He didn't break the shields. I mean, he can play something with Speed Attacker and potentially still steal the win here. Like Ryusei. Is this what the real game plan is? Is you play Zenith Hunter? Come on, Zenith Scratch. Nope. That's 2 in a row to the same play is Onimaru extra turn into Ryusei. So is that what the plan is supposed to be? Is instead of mono green Zenith, you play red green Hunter Zenith, and the Zeniths are sort of a backup plan, but you just ramp into Onimaru and try and get an extra turn. Like, you should not be able to get an extra turn that easily, by the way. I thought we learned from Bombazar that extra turns are a bad idea. Heck, even before Duel Masters made Bombazar, I thought we learned from Time Walk that gaining extra turns is a bad idea. That's why there's 3 different cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That give an extra turn, and all of them are unplayable garbage, because this is a bad idea. Why do we keep printing these things? Whatever. We got bodied by Onimaru. There's really not all that much we can do about that. We just kind of have to suck it up and move on to the next one. Surely we don't lose 3 games in a row to Hunter Zenith, and surely next time we remember to actually reset the game. Oh hey, this guy actually has a Biffin in his hyperspatial zone. We don't often actually see the Hunter Psychic deck playing a Biffin. Like, even I'm not playing it, and there goes all the shield triggers in hand again. That's fun. I love that, by the way. Yeah, even I don't play a Biffin, but that's because I don't really have the materials to toss at an SR that I'm probably not going to play aside from the Biffin in that deck. For a card that I'm probably not actually going to ever put on the board, because, you know, the hyperspatial zone is public information. They see that you have it. They have all the opportunity in the world to actually read the card, and, you know, and then once you actually put it on the board, they have even more opportunity. No one's going to run into that, says the person who ran into it a bunch of times. Jenny darts, that's fun. Ooh, Fairy Crystal. Mana Charge. Hit a colorless card? No. But at least we still get a Zenith Scratch on the next turn. Or we don't get a Zenith Scratch next turn because we get our hand discarded by Jenny. Fantastic. And then we draw Prin. We'll just play Prin. I said we'll play Prin. I guess we have no choice. So we'll just tap his blocker, whatever. It's gonna untap at the start of his turn anyway. I guess you don't have a choice on whether you tap or untap with Prin. You have to do it no matter what. I guess that's something to look out for. in case we ever end up in a situation where we have to play Prin, we have no choice but to hit something. Oh, come on. He has 21 cards in grave. And he's gonna play MRC. Here it comes. Well, yeah, no, MRC is just Dark Fire. So, he's just gonna play MRC. Or... Yep, there it is. And now we die. Oh, he's gonna play double MRC. So now we especially die. Because as we established, we don't have shield triggers. And he just gets to play things for free as well. I'm thinking that switching to green-blue might be the play because that allows us to play Don, so we have removal. Might need to look into that after this, you know. Because mono green, I don't think is the way to go. And he reveals an MRC for his Gachinko Judge, because why wouldn't he? Is there even a way out of this in our deck as it exists? No, because I think the only way out of that would have been Lionel. And double Hungry Elegance in shields, of course. I think we've learned this deck does not actually serve very well. Wait, no. Cancel matchmaking. Come on, finish loading. So we can cancel the matchmaking. Cancel matchmaking. So we can reset the game. Just hit that with a quick Alt F4 and reopen the game, and hopefully it does not lag as much anymore. Of course, we have to sit through loading the title screen again, but hopefully we don't have any more issues on that front. Also, this is probably much higher than it is. I always keep forgetting to update. We gotta win at least one. We've fallen into the trap again. We can't end until we get at least one good game, right? We gotta win a ranked match before we call it. So please allow us to win with, you know, the meme Zenith deck that really shouldn't work. And next time we'll figure out something to do with Wilhelm. I don't want to actually play the dragon deck specifically, I think, because that would require crafting Beethovens. Oh, hey. Thank you, Mochow. We can at least add the Hololive enjoyers to the list. Ooh. And speaking of Wilhelm, Mana Charged Wedding. Remember, we need to get 3 unknowns into Mana Zone so that we can play Hungry Elegance on 6. We'll Mana Charge Fairy Life so that we can play Fairy Crystal next turn. Also, I forgot how much this song, like, just goes in, you know? Like, I listen to this all the time when I'm, like, just doing things, and but usually when I'm doing things, I don't have the game music on. We can turn that up a little bit. Ooh, excuse me. Turn that up a little bit. It is very low. What is he cooking? Angel Command Unnoise. Battle Zone ni deta toki, jibun no shield. Oh, right, it's that card. Yeah, I don't think I want to play specifically the Dragon deck, because that would require me to craft more copies of Beethoven, which is not Beethoven, Kaiser Baki. Either way, it would require multiple copies of a victory rare, and we're kind of still starving for materials, so putting materials into victory rares is definitely not where we want to be heading right now. And also, we can just throw Wilhelm into the Orchestra deck, which is the real deck to... the real meme deck, basically. And heck, we can even summon Wilhelm off of Orchestra's effect. It all sort of flows together, you know? It is a multicolored card, after all. I wonder if there's a way to cheat it out early in that deck, too. There is Ramp, right? That we can play for that? I don't know. I need to look into that, because I really do enjoy playing Orchestra. It's just not good. And it's not good in the way that this deck isn't good. It's, like, actually not good. Like, obviously nothing is ever unplayable in a card game, but, well, that's not true. Lots of things in a card game can be unplayable. Freaking Ryusei. We'll life plan Charger here. Take you. But, you know, like, this is a serviceable deck, and despite the fact that we just lost 3 games in a row, you can probably use this deck to climb rather efficiently. Orchestra requires so many things to go right, basically, that it just doesn't function. But it's fun as hell. What isn't is constantly getting just hit with... I swear we had Lionel and Radio Roses and Fairy Miracle as shields in the last game. And no shield triggers at all. And somehow we constantly end up with our high cost cards in the hand, so we can't win Gachinko Judge against other Gachinko Judge decks. Like, they play Onimaru and it's like, oops, I have 5 10 cost and higher cards in my hand. Nothing left in my deck for Gachinko Judge. That is the true Zero Luck coming out in full force to show. That was definitely an English sentence. Just... wait. You know, I never stopped to consider the tally on the deck information screen is creatures, spells, and other. So, gods, cross gears, shield fortresses, and everything like that is just considered other. And I assume when they add Dragheart fortresses, that's also just going to count. Well, no, it couldn't count as other because it would be in the hyperspatial zone. I guess I can understand it, like all of it just being under other, because they're not something that's going to be played as commonly as the other things. Creatures and spells are still pretty much the card types in Duel Masters, so I get it, but also it still seems a little bit weird. I saw Bagoon. Oh, it's this deck. It's the one. Well, I don't remember that deck actually playing Water Mana or Bagoon for that matter. Cause doesn't this deck try to ramp into Baban and then Ryusei into like the Rhino thing that sacks itself to summon creatures from the hyperspatial zone? Like, I don't know what's going on here, but hopefully it's something that doesn't just completely decimate us. Cards from the deck cannot be placed into other zones. The anti-ramp card. No Prin. Also, definitely need to change up the tallies with the way things are going here. Because there's a whole lot of drawing all of my shield triggers. Speaking of which, drawing Soul Swap now. And it's not even like Soul Swap does anything for me right now. Not to mention, we need to get rid of this thing. Well, I guess we don't really need to. Nice of you to show up, Hungry Elegance. Prin to the Mana Zone. Hungry Elegance. There we go. However, we still can't ramp. So next turn, we will play Zenith Scratch Ticket. Wow, what are the odds? Wait, does it just go back to the top of the deck? That would make sense. Yes it does, huh? Let's see. Is there anything in his graveyard that is annoying? And what is it? Tefeda or Yamafuda kara Tefeda igai no zone ni kado okenai. Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to even use Zenith Scratch, since I can't play things from any zone except the hand. So we need to get rid of that. Not bad. Then we end turn. We get another ramp. Man, imagine all the ramp that we would have had if we weren't being blocked by the dude last turn. Really? Really? Okay, top deck Radio Roses. Life Plan Charger. We have one in our Mana Zone. Nope, no Radio Roses. Let's see. If I Mana Charge to 11, this puts us to 8. Reduce cost by 5. Yeah. We'll go with this. At least we have ways around things. And now we Gachinko Judge. Sankai. How does this keep happening? How? There we go. Tap. You know, it's kind of weird, right? That a Zenith, which needs to be summoned and not just put into play, has an effect that puts your cards into play but doesn't summon them. I guess it would be too unbalanced if it did that. Wow. Speaking of unbalanced, do I just lose here? I think so. And now I can't play spells, so I definitely lose because that cuts off my shield triggers. Well, I guess there's Prin, but with all of those attackers available, the Prin isn't really saving me. We might be here for a while. We might be here for a while. I just need one. Come on. Like, surely once we high roll with this deck. Surely. Surely. But otherwise, we'll be here for quite the time. I don't know why the game always acts weird when you tab out. It feels like every time it's trying to open a second copy of the game instead of just, you know, opening the game. But that's a whole lot of fire. This looks like it's either, you know, a starter deck or like just very basic, you know. Oh, this guy has the... Wait, are the Fubuki sleeves from the event or are they from the shop? I don't remember. Well, regardless, that's that counts as a Hololive enjoyer. So we'll go ahead and mark that up. Yeah. We'll mana charge that and go for Life Plan Charger. We'll grab Beethoven, because then we can mana charge Beethoven and get us, well, by the time we get 3 in mana, we'll have enough to actually play Hungry Elegance. So I guess it doesn't really matter. This can be bad for us, however, because he's playing a rush deck. This is very bad, in fact. Unless we get really lucky on triggers, we could be in trouble. Like, really bad here. Well, no, like, we're in a real tight spot. Especially considering, Radio Roses only deals with hand, not field. I suppose if we get Onimaru from the shields that are getting broken, or we top deck it, then we may have a chance, because then we would get to wipe his board. There it is. Alright. So, Mana Charge, Hungry Elegance, Prelude to Horror, and Board Wipe. A little bit dicey, but we got out of that. Except for the fact that that he gets a speed attacker to his hand. This is not going to be good. I need to hit a shield trigger. I need to hit a good shield trigger. Really? Just... Really? Just completely decimated by Hunter aggro, because no Prin and just sacking into the double speed attacker. Really? Sometimes this game, man, I just want to get one win with the deck so I can say that it works and start figuring out things to do with Wilhelm. Or maybe the play is just to immediately go for Wilhelm and get the win with the orchestra deck. I like how all of our opponents have the beginner tag too, because again, we're down in silver from not ranking up last game or last season. And you know, on that note, it's kind of weird just how many people are actually playing the Ryusei deck in the game, just kind of in general, you know? Or even if they're not playing the deck, well, I guess all you need to do is pull one copy of Ryusei Hole, right? And then you can just throw them in the hyperspatial zone. Excuse me. In fact, it's probably worth it to, you know, create a hyperspatial zone, even though I don't actually need to use it in this deck, just to have one. You know, same with like extravagance decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Obviously you need to have the extra deck to play extravagance, but the cards that are in the extra deck are mostly just there for show. So, you know, they see you have an extra deck and they don't, like, have the information that you don't actually need it until extravagance actually comes down. Really? No, I wouldn't be able to play Hungry Elegance off of that, because this is only for colorless creatures. I thought maybe it might be for unknown, but no. Ryusei... Surely they don't attack here, right? Surely they just pass turn until they get more stuff ready for like setup and whatnot. Nope, he's going in. And as usual, see, when I actually do want to hit Fairy Life is never in shield. But when I need a shield that'll actually help me, no dice. However, can't I just play double Prelude to Horror and, yeah, play these for 0 cost? That works. I'll take it. I don't know if that actually saves me, but I'll take it. And then we get hit with Don Don, naturally. Adding Ryusei Hold to the hand, which means he can play it for a speed attacker. Nope, he's gonna go for Ryusei again. Makes sense. However, that poses a problem for us. Pixie Life. Lionel is in our hand, and I'm pretty sure Lionel's the... Well, we can hit Wedding. But no, we just hit another Hungry Elegance. We should have just played Hungry Elegance. And again with Onimaru. And again, all of the high-cost cards are in our hand or mana zone already. So when the time for Gachinko Judge actually comes, we just lose to the Onimaru. How many is that now? Is this the record? Yes, it is. Today is... Well, have I really not played in a month? That's crazy. There's no way I haven't... Well, yeah, I guess I haven't played ranked in a month. That's why I ranked down to silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. But see, that's the 0 luck at play, right? So 7 is the unlucky number for us. So surely we win the 8th game, right? Or we keep losing and then we win on the 13th one, because that seems more in character. But, you know, hopefully it doesn't take that long. Hopefully. Like, it's always... Oh, actually, this should, we definitely had a whole bunch of that going. Like, come on. Like, just give me something, game. Oh boy. A Kaiser Baki playmat. Diabolos Zeta in the hyperspatial zone. That's promising. And okay, I guess that's... Well, I mean, I am playing 4 Radio Roses. I was going to say, I guess it makes sense that we very rarely get the 3 unknowns in Mana Zone for Hungry Elegance to come down early, because most of our unknowns are one-ofs, but we have 4 Radio Roses, so it shouldn't be that difficult to get unknowns into Mana. Of course, if things like that happen, then sure, it's going to be difficult. Like... I don't know what Mozart does. When this is put in the battle zone, destroy all non-dragons. Your dragon or opponent's dragons can't attack. I don't actually know how good that is, if it's good at all. Speaking of Radio Roses, there they go. Well, I guess the trade-off of running so many Radio Roses is that we also run higher risk of them ending up in mana, right? Or not mana, shields. Also, Hololive sleeves, so that's another holo enjoyer. Mana charge the Radio Roses, and Zenith Scratch. Wow, we actually hit one. Like, I'll be honest, I never actually expected to hit a Zenith off of the Zenith Scratch ticket. That was just kind of, you know, for the extra consistency, but not only did we hit one, we hit Lionel too. Like, surely he doesn't attack with Forever Princess, right? Yeah. And then, again, another Radio Roses, which we can play immediately thanks to Prelude to Horror. Discard the one card left in his hand. Ooh, thank goodness. So we got rid of a wedding. And now we're just kind of... Oh, right. Baban Ban Ban can be played from Mana Zone, because it has a Mana Reburst. Is this the Dravida deck? I didn't actually look at his Hyperspatial Zone. No, it's not. So what is the game plan for that deck, then? Well, actually, let's play this smart. Fairy Life first, because our whole deck is monocolor. Pixie Life. Nice. And grab Wedding. Then play Prin Prin and tap his blocker. Not that that really mattered all that. Actually, what I should have done is... well, I guess he would block it. But I should have tapped either Baban Ban Ban or Forever Princess. But this is fine, because then I can actually get rid of the blocker and not have to worry about that for next turn. What does his Mana Zone look like? Baban Ban Ban, which has Mana Reburst, and one card in hand, because I got rid of his Wedding. I actually have a copy of Baban Ban Ban. I don't know if I have a second one, but I do have a copy. So I could play that in this deck. And there goes the Wilhelm from the opponent. That's fine. And he has less than 10 cards in deck, so he can't even generate mana with Wilhelm. And now, because he only has access to 3 cards in play, we play Wedding, and he loses his entire field. God, this card is stupid. But that might be exactly what we need to, you know, finally get a W with this. Or he might just deck out before anything, you know? Or he could play his own wedding. That is also an option. Ooh, actually, that's really bad. Because wedding can't put itself into shield. So we lose our stuff. Well, at least the Zeniths have Eternal Omega, right? So we don't lose anything on that. Damn, I don't really have anything to go on with this. We'll charge Radio Roses, I suppose. Play Pixie Life to grab this, I guess. That doesn't actually... It gets rid of the blocker. So we'll play that. And... attacking with Wedding might have been a bad idea, because then they can crash their own Wedding into us, and their Eternal Omegas will activate. This is... Well, actually, if they crash Wedding, that's better for us, right? Because then we get to play Wedding before he does. And, well, at this point, it doesn't do anything. So he's just gonna go for the shields with the shield burn. Another Hungry Elegance. We go for Lionel here. Also, man, these decks run out of cards really quickly, but I guess that makes sense, considering, you know, Radio Roses draws 5, and then everything else is, like, you have so much ramp, you're losing a bunch of cards to the ramp. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. And what doesn't make sense is making this attack here. But we'll go for it. Lionel can block Wedding, so if he tries to attack with Wedding, we just block it, so we don't get hit with the shield burn. As they play their own Lionel. You probably keep the shield there, right? I don't think that there's... Well, I guess Lionel turns everything into a shield trigger, so there is a shield trigger, in theory, that could protect him. Wait, how did they refill their deck? Wasn't their deck super low just a moment ago? Oh, right, because Forever Princess went to the graveyard. So all of the graveyard got shuffled back in. Maybe we play, like, 4-color... Attack Chance Zenith Requiem on Wedding. But instead of going for the World Breaker, going for the other Wedding... Wait. That's right. Whenever it wins a battle, it untaps. So, whether I blocked or not wouldn't matter, because it gets to destroy the whole field. Then, World Breaker, Shield Burn, and are you... that's the signal that I should be playing Zenith Requiem, I suppose, because wedding with Zenith Requiem is an instant win, more or less, since the shield burn means no triggers to protect you. And I actually had one that would have saved me, too, because the Prin would have tapped the Bon and stopped the finishing blow. Man, it's just non-stop, huh? I would like, you know, one. Ooh, that card looks cool. Zero Phoenix. Interesting. And hey, a Pecora. So we've seen another Polka and we've seen a Pecora. Now we just need to see the Fubuki. But, you know, he's not gonna... Oh, they actually responded back. See, this is what it's all about. This is the experience of card games, is just getting all your... Wow, they're actually... Hold on. Water. I guess this still counts as a mirror match, right? There's still... Well, I guess if this counts as a mirror match, then the other one is also a mirror match, because we played against Zeniths before as well. Yeah, I'll monocharge the Hungry Elegance. There's a pretty good chance we get another one off of Life Plan Charger next turn. But yeah, this is what it's all about. Oh, he's even also using the Life Plan Charger playmat. Omaru. But no Life Plan Charger alt art. See, this is what it's all about. This is the reason why we do what we do, is to meet other people who do what we do. Just two card game loving VTuber stans. Charging mana for plays that are going nowhere. Surprisingly, we actually hit 3 unknown this time, because we got another copy of Hungry Elegance in there. Gachinko slot. Draw 3 cards. Ryusei. Well, I guess Ryusei is... Ooh. But wedding costs 11. Unfortunate. If wedding costed 10, we could do double Prelude of Horror into it. But no. But hey, we can go Prelude into Wedding next turn. But I guess that is a reason to play Ryusei whole, right? Is Ryusei is still a decent floodgate against pretty much any deck. It slows down Turbo Ramp, you know, like the Zeniths. But anyway, Prelude to Horror, and I'm still 1 short. That's fine. We just play Radio Roses. And hit Ryusei, naturally. Because you know, that's what you do, is that you keep Ryusei specifically for things like Radio Roses and Jenny that discard your hand and just give you a free big beater. That's on me. And I'm still low, so I still can't play Wedding. Hungry Elegance getting played tapped is also a bit of a problem, because that means he can run over it with Ryusei. But, you know, ramping twice in his draw phase, that's really all we need. It served the purpose. Monocharging Wilhelm. So what's the other card in his hand? I guess it was nothing. And then we play Wedding, and that gets rid of their whole board. And we finally snaked out a win. After how long now? That was a little bit ridiculous, but in the end, we finally got a win with the Zeniths. And we proved that the deck does work. However, it does need more work. So we'll get on that. But that won't be for now. That'll be for next time. However, we can take a look at the list and start getting some ideas. This requires you to be playing dragons. Man, there's just everything for Wilhelm is centered around dragons. That's unfortunate. Because otherwise it's just kind of getting thrown into Orchestra as a tech card. But hey, whatever. That's going to do it for the night, I think. It was a fun time. Even the getting destroyed 8 games in a row to random stuff because we just could not seal the game or whatever. But yeah, that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. I have been your very sleepy dealer, Yukichi Reikyu, and I hope to see you next time. We might even play a little bit more Duel Masters. We do have to get the Pekko experience in at some point. So maybe even more Duel Masters at some point. But yeah, that'll be all for now. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to close out with, but why am I still running around with this? Show's over. Go home. But also come back. But also go home. Well, you're probably at home. Because why would you be watching this if you're not at home? But go home. But yeah. Otsuyuki. For real this time.